welcome to our channel. Today we are doing something a little different. We are not just touring a landmark, we are doing an urban space analysis, and we are here at Rizal Monument Park in Plaza Divisoria, Cagayan de Oro City. What exactly is an urban space analysis? Simply put, we are going to look at this park not just a statue in some grass, as living part of the city. We will study its history, its design, how people use it, and how it connects to the streets and buildings around it. By the end of this video, you will understand why this 1917 monument is more than just a memorial. It is a hero, a divider, a tambayan, and a climate resilient project all in one. Let's get started. Before we analyze the space, we need to know what happened here. This monument was constructed on June 19, 1917, that is over 100 years ago. It was built 6 years after the Freemasonry Maguindanao Lodge 40 was established. Dr. Jose Rizal was also a member of this fraternity. Look at this marker. It has a Spanish inscription. This is actually the only surviving artifact with Spanish text from before World War II in this area, according to local records. No less than President Emilio Aguinaldo inaugurated this monument in 1918. The inscription translates to Rizal to protect your memory. We dictate this humble remembrance. May it serve as a guide to follow your example. The word guide is very important. This monument was meant to teach people, not just honor a hero. Despite being surrounded by banks and stores today, this monument survived World War II. It remains a symbol of the city's respect for Rizal. Now let us talk about urban structure. What does this park actually do for the city? First, the name Divisoria means divide or divider. Historically, this was built as a fire break after a major fire nearly destroyed the town. Today, it is a 500-meter linear park that divides the old downtown. Notice that the park is not one big square. It's made of several islands. The Rizal Monument has its own island. Nearby are the Bonifacio Park, the Magsaysay Park, and Kagawasan. Each island has a different hero or function. But the distinct function of the specific Rizal Park Island is threefold. First is commemorative. Schools and officials hold breast-laying ceremonies here. Second, it is heritage anchor. It is one of the oldest Rizal monuments in Mindanao. And third, it is a tambayan. Students and locals sit here to rest, talk, or wait for a ride. It's not a museum, it is a living park. Now let us talk about space and enclosure. This is where things get interesting. The park itself is open to the sky. You can see everything, but the feeling of being enclosed or protected comes from the building around you. On both sides, we have miniaturized commercial buildings. They create walls, basalt walls made of shops and offices. However, there is a problem. A mobility study of this area found that almost 88% of the streets here have issues. Sidewalks are blocked by parked cars, utility poles, and even building walls that extend too far. This makes walking from the streets into the park uncomfortable for many people, especially persons with disabilities. But there is a good news. Under a project called Project Lunhaw, the city is fixing this. They lowered the plaza floor from 1 meter to just 20 centimeters. They added PWD ramps on every side. They also removed all isolation walls so the park is now visually connected to the street. This improves safety and enclosure. They are also replacing concrete with permeable pavement and adding more trees. This reduces the heat island effect, which is when concrete makes the city too hot. Urban planners often use given Lynch 5 elements to read the city. Let us apply them here quickly. Paths. The main paths are Tersonero Street and Aran Abuela Street, which run on both sides of the park. Inside the park, new walkways with ramps guide you to the monument. Edges. The edges are the street curves and the building frontages. The natural edge is the Cagayan River, which is not far to the west. When you step from the busy street into this greenery, you feel a clear change that is a strong edge. Nodes. The Rizal Monument itself is a node. It is a gathering point. Other nodes are the interactions where you cross the street to enter the park from different directions. District. This whole area is a Divisoria district, the historic heart of Cagayan de Oro. It has a unique character that is different from the malls or the suburbs. Landmarks. The Rizal Monument is the main landmark here, but nearby you have Asos Heroes, the Bonifacio Monument, and the Quezon Kagawasan. These landmarks make the area easy to remember and navigate. Let us summarize the park's strengths and weaknesses, or what planners call a SWOT analysis. Strengths. The park has strong historic significance. It is over a century old. It is part of a climate-resilient upgrade under Project Lunhao and is surrounded by other hero monuments, making it a strong heritage area. Weaknesses. Surrounding streets still have poor walkability. There is limited shade because many streets have no streets. Also, some parts of the plaza are still under construction as of mid-2025, so the experience is not yet fully continuous. Opportunities. The city can add more interpretive signage and heritage tours. They can also create guidelines to prevent illegal parking and wall encroachments. If they connect this park to the riverfront, it becomes part of the larger green network. Threats. Without regular maintenance, the new pavement and plants will decay. Commercial pressure could lead to new encroachments. And climate change with stronger rains and heat could stress the park's infrastructures. So there you have it. The Rizal Monument Park in Divisoria is not just a statue. It is a historic artifact, a linear park, a civic gathering space, a climate-resilient project, and a pedestrian-friendly work in progress. It has survived war, fire, and modernization. Now, it's up to us to protect it. I am Pauline, Dondie behind the camera, and Mariela, a safety man. Thank you for watching.